It's time for Reclaiming America with our counterculture mom, Tina Griffin. Tina, thank you for being here today.
Hey, thanks for having me. How you doing, Dr. Duke?
Good. Looks like somebody put you up against a brick wall there.
Well, I want to just pretty much show America what we got to work on, and that's getting these masks off these kids.
Amen. And we've got, speaking of which, we've got a really viral video, some good news, viral video from Nevada of some kids being told that starting next week or very soon, we won't have to wear the mask. Take a look at this kind of genuine euphoria out of these little kids.
Starting tomorrow, we don't have to wear masks anymore.
Wow. I mean, that is a spontaneous eruption of joy. And it was the next day they were going to be free of those masks. What do you make of that?
You know what? There's two things. You know me, Dr. Duke. The positive is we're moving in the right direction, and it's from the mouths of babes. They see the lunacy about the whole mask mandate. And the other thing is I want to shed some tears for the other millions of schools that need to follow suit that are still making their children wear masks, students wear masks 24/7 where they can't breathe decent. The speech is behind by 374%. It's just insane how these kids cannot talk decent. And because of that, it's having a major impact on their speech development. So we've got to get all of our kids to breathe in America. The other part of me is just wanting to warn parents, you know, they take the mask off, but I'm looking at don't be deceived by other things they want us to do, you know, because if they have us do this and this comes off, well, this isn't needed if this happens. So there's a lot of things that connect together. Let's keep our body clean all around. No masks, no junk going in our immune system, if you can catch my drift, Dr. Duke.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw this or not, but there was the Centers for Disease Control very quietly change the standards for developing young people to cover their tracks. So for instance, they're now expecting far less word development by the child's 2 years old than they would have expected before COVID. They didn't make a big public announcement. And the only reason for doing that is the mask. So basically what they've done is they've artificially made kids seem dumber than they are to cover their tracks with these masks.
It's their fault. The other thing that I look at is 2 steps ahead. If they want the communist regime here in America and they want children working for the government, they want to dumb them down. So in order to do that, look at all the damage they're doing with the mask, the 6 feet apart. They can't communicate decent. We already have an issue with social media that's causing kids to not know how to have a decent conversation with their peers, with their teachers. It's all a nasty plot and agenda. People are waking up to it, but look at these kids finally able to breathe again. Dr. Duke, I wanted to quickly rattle off a couple more things about this. Basically, many parents and leaders are still very angry that kids have been forced to cover their faces, obviously. Many kids in our country continue to still wear these at school. U.S. Senator Ron Johnson saw this video and said, the reaction is all you need to know about what the COVID gods' decisions have done to our kids. And then U.S. Representative Thomas Massie said the scene was heartwarming, but the abuse they've endured, right behind me, Dr. Duke, this guy with the mask on, the abuse they've endured at the hands of psychotic adults will have a lifelong effect. So we have to fight back for the sake of our kids.
The only thing they care about in education in the West is inclusion, which means no matter how far behind you are, you get promoted. No matter how illiterate you are, you still get your degree. Speaking of inclusion, take a look at the new M&Ms. Even M&Ms now, which have all those different colors, they all seem to be a diverse rainbow. You'd think they would be bragging about their rainbow of colors. No, they actually kind of inherently apologize for giving these different M&Ms different colors, but also different personalities. So M&M now has woke. Take a look at this video. So it's not mankind anymore, it's fun kind. And the M&Ms, who were all very multicolor before, now have gotten apparently even, the funny thing is they all taste alike, right?
Yeah, it's about it. And Dr. Duke, the one thing that I noticed is the female character will no longer get to wear heels and stiletto boots. Come on now, let's keep these chicks chicks. That's all I gotta say.
There's no such thing as candy women. You know that, right? Tell people where they can get your stuff.
All right, peeps. All you got to do is download the Counterculture Mom app. Click on Premium. It's $5 a month. That helps us grow our army to get more dirt in your phone in the palm of your hand so you can fight back against this garbage coming from Hollywood. We also have it loaded with tons of great positive options. In fact, we just did a blast in the last 48 hours of the movie Washington's Armor. It is a must. Check out our app, Counterculture Mom. Click on Premium. Get more info on Washington's Armor. The movie is fantastic. It gets back in our brains and our children's brains how this country was founded. It came out yesterday. Just a positive outlook on life. What we put in our brain becomes who we are as a person. Let's get the trash out and the good stuff in.